differentiation. If y equal to x to the power of n, then the basic formula of differentiation dy by dx will be equal to nx power n minus 1. Now let us see a few examples of how to do it. Suppose if it is y equal to 4x power 5 plus 8x square plus 9x plus 7. Now if we have to differentiate it, then dy over dx will be equal to this 4 will remain and the power has to go in front and we have to reduce the power. So this 5 has to be taken in front and x to the power of 5 minus 1 plus 8 into this one will take it forward and reduce the power of x2 minus 1. And then this one when you take the power is 1. So it will be 9 into 1 into x power 1 minus 1. When it is a 7, it is a constant. So it is x to the power of 0. Any number raised to the power of 0 is 1. So 7, so this comes as plus 7 multiplied by 0 into x to the power of 0 minus 1. So now when we simplify this is 20x power 4 plus 16x plus 9. X to the power of 0 is 1, so it is a 9. And then 7 multiplied by 0 is 0, so automatically this term is 0. So we understand that differentiation of a constant. Constant is nothing but a number. When you differentiate a constant, it is 1. When you differentiate an x, this will be equal to 1. If f of x equal to 4x square minus 8x minus 5, in order to differentiate, we write the symbol as f dash of x. When it is given as y, we write it as dy over dx. When it is given as f of x, we write it as f dash of x. Both are the symbols of differentiation. So now we'll do directly. We'll just multiply this and reduce the power. So 4 times 2 is 8 and it is 1 reduced. When we reduce the power by 1, it becomes x. And here it is minus 8 and differentiation of x is 1. And when we differentiate a constant, it is 0. So this will be our. Now let us see. Suppose we are going to differentiate a straight line y equal to mx plus c. Now when we differentiate this straight line, that is dy over dx will be equal to this m is a number. When you differentiate a x is 1 and then c is 0. So which gives that our gradient is nothing but dy by dx. This concept of the gradient and the dy by dx we will be using in order to find the equation of the tangent and equation of the normal. Now we'll see a few examples. The first question, given that y equal to square root of x minus 8 over x squared, find dy over dx. The second one, gradient of the curve at the point 4, 1. Our first, we'll just take our question. This is a solution for it. Y will be equal to square root of x can be written as x to the power of half. And then minus 8. In the denominator, when you have a square, when you take it to the numerator, it goes as a negative sign. So it will be x to the power of minus 2. Now let us differentiate it and find dy by dx. Dy by dx, take the power to front, half, x to the power of half minus 1. Then minus 8 into minus 2 into x to the power of minus 2 minus 1. Remember the formula, y equal to x power n gives dy over dx will be equal to n x power n minus 1. So now this goes as half into x to the power of minus half. Then plus 16 x to the power of minus 3. So this can be written as half. This one is half into 1 over x to the power of half plus 16 over x cubed. So this can be written as 1 over 2 square root of x. X to the power of half is square root of x plus 16 over x cubed. Now the second part of our question, we need to find the gradient. So it is enough if we find our dy by dx at the point 4 and 1. That is x takes the value 4, y takes the value 1. Now our dy by dx is this. Just replace the value for x as 4 and get our answer. That will be our gradient. So 1 equal to 2 into square root of 4 plus 16 over 4 cubed. When you simplify this with your calculator, you will be getting your answer as half. So this will be the gradient of the tangent. The gradient of the normal, you just flip it and change the sign. using the concept that m1 into m2 will be equal to minus 1. The second question, the graph is given. The equation of the graph is y equal to x square into x minus 6. Find the gradient of the curve at the points A and B when it meets the x-axis. When the graph is meeting the x-axis, you need to find the gradient at the points A and B. So now in order to find the gradient, we need to find dy by dx. Before that, we need to find the x-coordinates of A and B. In order to find the x-coordinates, we know that the graph is passing through the x-axis. So because of that, y will be equal to 0. As the curve meets the x-axis, y equal to 0. So our equation x squared into x minus 6 will be equal to 0, which implies x equal to 0 or x minus 6 equal to 0. That means x equal to 0 or x equal to 6. So from our graph, we know the coordinate of A is 0 and the x coordinate of B is 6. Now let us find dy over dx. So now our y will be equal to, I'll just multiply it inside. So it is x cube minus 6x squared. So dy over dx will be equal to 3x squared minus 12x. Now we'll find dy by dx at the point when x equal to 0. When x equal to 0, the gradient 3 into 0 minus 12 into 0, so it will be equal to 0. Now, the same thing, dy by dx at the point when x equal to 6. So, it will be 3 into 6 square minus 12 into 6. So, this will be equal to 36. So, at a equal to 0, 0, the x coordinate is 0. When y is 0, x coordinate is 0. So, the gradient at that point is 0. In the same way at b, when the y coordinate is 0, we got our x coordinate as 6. At that point, our gradient is 36. Third question, find the points on the curve with the equation y equal to x cube plus 6x squared plus 5, where the value of the gradient is minus 9. So, now y equal to x cube plus 6x squared plus 5. Now we'll find dy by dx and we'll equate it to minus 9. So it will be equal to 3x squared plus 12x. The constant when you differentiate it is a 0. So that will be equal to minus 9 because it's given gradient as minus 9. So we can shift it to one side, plus 12x plus 9 equal to 0. The entire equation we can divide by 3. So it comes as x squared plus 4x plus 9 equal to 0. The product equal to 3 and the sum equal to 4. So it is 3 and 1. So it comes as x plus 3, x plus 1 will be equal to 0. X will be equal to minus 1 minus 3. Now we are asked to find the points on the curve. So now when x equal to negative 1, we need to find the y value. When x is negative 1, y will be equal to minus 1 cube plus 6 into minus 1 squared plus 5. When we simplify this, we get it as a 10. In the same way, when x equal to minus 3, y will be equal to minus 3 cube plus 6 into minus 3 squared plus 5. When we simplify this, we get it as 32. So, when the gradient is minus 9, the coordinates are minus 1 and 10, and then it is minus 3 and 32. The fourth question, the equation of a curve is y equal to 5 minus 8 over x. First part, show that the equation of the normal to the curve at the point P21 is 2y plus x equal to 4. The normal meets the curve again at the point Q. Find the coordinates of Q. Now we are given the equation y equal to 5 minus 8 over x can be written as 8x power minus 1. So dy by dx will be equal to this. When we differentiate it is a 0. Since a constant when you differentiate 0. This one is 8 and there is a negative sign. So when you multiply it becomes a positive sign. And to the power of minus 1. So it becomes 8x power minus 2. So it will become 8 over x squared. And now dy by dx at the point 2, 1. dy by dx at the point 2, 1. When you find it will be equal to 8 over 2 squared. So it will be equal to 8 over 4. So it is equal to 2. This is the gradient of the tangent. M of tangent equal to 2. So the gradient of normal you just flip it and change the sign. Because of the concept m1 into m2 equal to minus 1. Here our m1 is 2. 2 into m2 will be equal to minus 1. So m2 will be equal to minus 1 over 2. Using this concept only, a simple way, you just flip it and change the sign and you get the gradient for the normal. Now we are going to find the equation of the normal at 2, 1 and m equal to minus half. So now y minus y1 will be equal to m into x minus x1. This is the equation of a straight line. So we'll substitute in this. So y minus 1 will be equal to gradient is minus half into x minus x1 is 2. Now this 2 multiply it over here. 2y minus 2 equal to minus x plus 2. So now this will become 2y plus x will be equal to 2 plus 2. So which implies 2y plus x will be equal to 4. This is what is proved. So we have got the equation of our normal as 2y plus x equal to 4. Now in the second part of our question, the normal meets the curve at Q. So when the normal and the curve meets, both the equations will be equal at the point of intersection. So now we are going to equate both the equations and then find the value. That is, the equation of the curve is y equal to 5 minus 8 over x, and the equation of the normal is 2y plus x equal to 4. From this, let us find what is y. Y will be equal to 4 minus x over 2. So this equation and this equation we can equate it. So now when we equate it, 5 minus 8 over x will be equal to 4 minus x over 2. Now take the LCM of this x, that is 5x minus 8 will be equal to 4 minus x over 2. Now when we cross multiply it, 2 into 5x minus 8 will be equal to x into 4 minus x. So I have written it over here. So when we multiply it, it is 10x minus 16 will be equal to 4x minus x squared. Shift everything to this side. So it is x squared minus 4x plus 10x minus 16 will be equal to 0. So x squared plus 6x minus 16 equal to 0. Product equal to minus 16, sum equal to 6. That is 8 and minus 2. When you multiply it is minus 16. When you add it is 6. So it will be x plus 8 and x minus 2 equal to 0. So x will be equal to 2 and minus 8. The x coordinate of P is 2. Therefore, the x coordinate of Q will be equal to minus 8. So now substituting this value for x in the equation of the normal or in the curve, you will get the y coordinate. So substituting in 2y plus x equal to 4. So it will be 2y minus 8 equal to 4. So 2y will be equal to 12, which implies y will be equal to 6. Therefore, the coordinate of Q is x is minus 8 and y is 6. Thank you.